told me go to college, raise your profit, get some knowledge. Cousin got jammed up, he was selling whatchamacallit. Bringing up this old shit, niggas love to get nostalgic. In my CD ain't no Batman, just a whole lot of Robbin. Stun me when you had an attitude, cause I hit rock bottom. You know God got him, you cannot stop him. I'm just going down a path, I think this life was made for me. I'm still living on some grass that Ruby Hunter prayed for me in high school. I sat right by you, I peaked in high school. I talk to God about every second. He told me family first, I'm rapping like my girl is pregnant. Steady counting money, mama told me count my blessings. Pull that chair out every Sunday, testimonial confessions. Now this is what we've been praying for, ain't it? Well, God answer prayers for us, damn it. We can't stand it, we want something new. I tried to stay true. I hate myself so much, I think I'm turning into you. Not who you wanna be, not who you wanna see. I dropped out of school, pops, cause college ain't me. Plus college ain't free. I was in my room, I was jamming Big Crit. I felt like it had spoke to me. Writing in seclusion, girl jumping to conclusions. Funny she was with me way back when I rocked the fusions. Like go 10, every nigga hate me, wanna watch me like a shonen. I've been praying for atonement. They told me go to college, raise your profit, get some knowledge. Cousin got jammed up, he was selling whatchamacallit. Bringing up this old shit, niggas love to get nostalgic. In my CD ain't no Batman, just a whole lot of Robbin. Stun me when you had an attitude, cause I hit rock bottom. You know God got him, you cannot stop him. I'm just going down a path, I think this life was made for me. I'm still living on some prayers that Ruby Hunter prayed for me in high school. I sat right by you, I peaked in high school.
You are now watching and listening to Optomixtic Talk Radio.
Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Ivy.
What's up? What's up? What's up? You know, this your boy Ricky, Shreveport's finest. Some call me Rick, some call me Your Highness. Either or is good for me.
Whatever. We are. I never heard that one. Okay.
I got to be original. I got to keep it going. Keep it going. How you been, Ivy?
I've been good. Our other counterparts MIA again. It's okay.
Yeah. They got. You don't tell them what they got going on.
We're gonna hold it down.
Definitely. They hear his spirit. God bless them. So let's go ahead and get to it, cause we done missed a week, didn't we? Did we miss last week?
No.
Or was it the week before last?
I know last week we talked about what did we talk about? I forgot. But
we didn't miss last week. I'm tripping.
We had a bet on something.
Did we? What was that bet on?
I don't think we bet any money, but you know who will win. Who did you have? I know who I had.
Talk about in the versus battle?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get right to it then. I had cash money.
I thought I told you.
I still think Cash Money won, to be honest with you.
No.
Cash Money definitely won. You can tell just off crowd reaction. Now, I will say this. Master P did right to only limit it to 10 songs. He did right by doing that because, usually it's 20 songs a piece. So he did right by just 10 songs a piece. And having it in a more, I guess, neutral place like Las Vegas. Obviously, because Cash Money was still more commercially successful. More people in the crowd, they want to get more of the crowd's reaction because more people want to know their songs.
Right.
Versus, us being from Louisiana, you know what I'm saying? We knew a lot of both people's songs. But to me, I still think it wasn't a slaughter like I thought it was going to be, but I still think Cash Money still won it.
I'm a No Limit girl. I say this because No Limit they make music that you can trap to, if that makes sense. Like Cash Money were the original YNs, don't get me wrong, but No Limit were them just hood gutter niggas. I love it.
And see, I did a 5 more with Cash Money because I was nigga trying to get some cash money.
Yeah.
But P still, trust me, P still was, very big. I had every No Limit CD. And he used to drop them things every month.
Every week. Every week. He used to have it every week. I can say this. I think that he was very, very, very reserved because when Cash Money played, what is it? I'm the number one stunner. Master P could have played Hootie Hoo. It shut down because that line in there. He talks saying, "I ain't no stunner." Oh, but he would have shut down. I think Birdman was off his rocker a little bit.
He was just drunk. He had them cups. And they kept going to the back, kept filling them cups up. You see, like he probably was on something else too. Ain't no telling.
Yeah.
You can tell he was full of that liquor.
He was full of something. His sister-in-law had a babysit him.
Yeah, is that who that was?
Yeah, Tamar.
That was Tamar. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Married to Tony Braxton.
That's right. So he was looking out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking out, but he was being looked out for. Yeah, I mean, I think Birdman was just really smelling himself. You also got to think, man. I don't think there's any other independent label who has sold more than Cash Money. Like, a lot of people don't want to actually just look at the numbers. You look at the number, it's nobody even close. Right. It's like everybody else in a Ford Fiat and he in a Ferrari. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Like, the numbers, so billions and billions and billions of streams. The only thing that rivals him are your Atlantics, your Universals, your big record label, but not a smaller record label like Cash Money was. And, he's evidently been very, very good at discovering talent and marketing his talent and all of that, this, that, and the third. But also able to keep everything, too. That's one not so good thing about Master P. Yeah. Unfortunately, the business wasn't all the way there what it should have been.
Right.
And things ended up happening.
I think he was trying to make it more. He was trying to expand it more, but you know how that go when you try to open doors for other people who ain't us. That's how that goes.
Yeah.
But, and I said this was great for the Louisiana. I wasn't raised in Louisiana.
Okay, that's right.
But I've been to Louisiana so much as a child. My family from Louisiana.
Yeah.
You could have just said I am, but
it's a second home.
It is. It's second home. It's always been second home.
I definitely understand. But yeah, I mean, this was some of the stuff that, I was buying them tapes for. I was, I remember when BG Chopper City in the Ghetto came out, I was like, Dad, can you stop by the mall and give me the album? He wouldn't buy me the album because he said, I know they talking crazy because the titles of the songs got curse words in them. So he said, hey, that sounds like something I don't want you to hear. So I wasn't able to get it. But I was able to get a dub tape from my partner who bought the CD. And so he made me a tape of it. So I didn't have a CD, but I had that tape. You know what I'm saying? And it went bad for me. But yeah, I mean, either way it go, it was an amazing performance. Obviously, Birdman got up there and started talking crazy about Turk, this, that, and the third.
I know.
That was just goofy, bro. You sounded crazy, but like I said, it's just a rich nigga drunk feeling himself. If he was sober, he probably wouldn't have said none of that. You probably would just kept it in the house type shit. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. But you have to take your hats off to both of those guys, and also the two performers of the night, Mia X and Juvenile.
Hey, absolutely. Juve's still fine. Still fine.
And Mia X is a beautiful one.
Is. They stage presence is really, really good. So I know Jimmy. He still performs everywhere though. I haven't seen him in a very long time, and I
Yeah, he
definitely
still
wouldn't mind
performs. He was on
going.
tour with Manny Fresh. He might still be on tour with Manny Fresh, but he tours
And
a lot. He still gets his money on the road.
and we got to talk about Manny Fresh because he is a genius when it comes to that music and that keyboard.
Genius.
We have to talk.
Genius. All that stuff they were playing on the Cash Money side, that's all Manny Fresh. Now,
I
you
know.
had KLC on the other side. I seen KLC on the stage too for No Limit. He was No Limits Manny Fresh. So a lot of that stuff you heard was pure, was straight up KLC. He did have a couple other people though in that room with him though that are that you know what I'm saying are notified people. You know, Beats by the Pound, which is part of K. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying, was a very very instrumental group with developing the No Limit sound. But Manny Fresh seemed like he was just that thing by himself, just cooking up.
He was. That's the killer part.
Yeah,
And I remember when he
yeah,
left. When he left, Cash Money, like they was like, "This is gonna be a disaster." And he still was cutting up. That's when he did that whole Jeezy.
yeah,
He been a beast. But
yeah.
shout out to them and shout out to my cousin for burning them CDs and mailing them to us in Kansas City.
Straight up and down.
So yeah, it's been a
Shout out
hood
to
rat 7.
bootleggers.
Listen, I miss a bootlegger. I hope they start bootlegging and being I hope boosters make a comeback this next couple months. But
Look, they finna have to. They finna have to. I remember back. I was in probably like my freshman year of high school, maybe my sophomore year. I saved up all my money, everything I had. I saved up for some months and months and months to buy this the CD burner machine. It was like $420 something at the Crutchfield magazine. Saved up all
mhm.
my money, and I made a lick burning CDs for people and stuff like that in school. Why I can't save my money like I used to? Why I used to save every dollar. I saved up money and bought my first car. What's going on? I need to get back to saving like how that was. Maybe because I ain't had that much responsibility back then, but man, I
That's
need to
what it
get back to
is.
whatever.
Rent due.
Yeah,
Cause,
rent
cause
due.
maybe the food stamps getting cut off. Ain't nobody about to can't nobody sell us no stamps. Can't nobody. Oh Lord.
EBT said, "Bitch, you better find me." EBT going away. Ooh, the price of coochie just taking plummets right now.
First of
It's
all,
just
and the
falling down.
thing is, first of all, cause men love saying that, like cat getting
Huh?
sold for some food. But realistically, we're not the ones really on food stamps. I think a lot of people keep forgetting that we're not the main consumers because if black people were the main consumers, they would have got rid of that a long time ago.
That's very true. We are not the main consumers. However, per capita, we do make up a generous version per capita. Just off the 14% that we represent, it's a good amount of number of that 14% that's on food. But yeah, it's definitely the Caucasians that
Yeah.
are mainly on the stamps, and they be selling coochie too, and they coochie that price for the job too. Caucasian coochie finna be at an all time low.
No one wants any cutlets, no raw chicken.
That old milk of magnesia. The Belle ain't on here. The Belle probably happy. The Belle probably happy.
I
The Belle
told
give him
Rick,
hell.
I said I can't date a man who had a Caucasian baby mama. I can't. I just
That's
it's
wild.
this is a colored only fountain. Like you only can drink out this color, like color only, niggas only. Okay, no, no, no,
Man,
no,
I
no.
told you every nigga that tried it before.
Well, as I said, they better lie. They better lie and say ain't never had it. You better make up a good one too. I ain't never messed with. I ain't never messed with you. Guess what I'm talking about? Colors only.
Well, I look at it like this. I know females be saying after a while, their old bodies expire and they don't count towards them no more. So I feel the same way about myself. It's been probably, it's been about a good 15, 16, 17 years. That shit don't count no more.
Okay.
Mm-mm. That's the past. And it was just one. It was just one. You can't hold one on somebody's head. Everybody got one in their past and they wish they could just scratch off the list. Everybody got that. But yeah, EBT gone. I was saying something earlier. I was saying something earlier, just on like the more serious side. Um, like I was stated earlier, I do hate the fact that we have these people in Congress who are really all about themselves. It's a pissing contest.
It
You
is.
know, we're not going to make this too political or anything, but it's just a pissing contest. And at the end of the day, America is a draining bucket for that pee. It all falls right on us, you know, and it's just very messed up that, you know, this whole fight was supposed to be because of any of the Obamacare with the insurance tax breaks and stuff like that, or the insurance breaks rather, not tax breaks, but the insurance breaks and stuff like that. And okay, I can understand the other side saying, well, we have a better plan. We want to go ahead and get rid of those because we have a better plan for America. And this is what we think will work because the people voted us in to make these decisions. But if you don't have anything structurally set to replace them, those are millions and millions and millions of people, white, black, green, blue, all colors, but not just that. A lot of the kids and stuff are going to lose health care. It won't be affordable to people anymore. And then we're talking about the same party who refuses to put regulations. So it's not like the Republican Party is going to put a regulation on the healthcare industry. So when those numbers and stuff skyrocket, the Republican Party is not going to say, no, you're not going to do that. You're going to keep it affordable to people because they don't want to have regulations. They're big government that want to cosplay as non-big government. Again, that's a whole nother story.
I know we can definitely dive into that. As someone who, and I remember like I a girl many had. I used to work Medicaid. Like that was like one of my first stage jobs, like working Medicaid, and you know people. I don't work there no more, so I can say it. I didn't give a damn how much your income was. You could lie to me. It didn't bother me because I feel like everybody needs health care. Like
straight up,
you know, they would be like, oh, you know, stress that if you make certain amount that you can't get that. And I just don't think it's health care is a lot. I have, you know, federal health care and even that's getting out wild. It's wild because it's taking a long time for the government to pay out. And guess what? People are like, well, we're not taking TRICARE right now, and yeah, it's so hard to find people who wants to take government insurance because they're not paying out. It's starting to suck. It's really starting to hit. And at this point, I'm like, maybe I need to take my health a little more serious because seems like I'm gonna have to need to be more serious about my health around here because it's about to get real wicked.
Definitely. And I feel the same way. Just as me trying to take the more entrepreneurial route, you know, not working a job or so that might offer health care, or I'm not able to get it because I'm trying to do things on my own and stuff like that. It's extremely expensive for me. And you got to lie and tell them what you make because you can't tell them what you really make. But as a business owner, like anybody else knows, you got so many expenses that number up top may look great. But once everybody gets paid and fees and, you know, everybody's palm got to get greased. That's just how that works. You know, what you bring home might not be as great as that number first looked when the check is first printed out because other people have to get paid off of that as well. And so it was very hard. I'm just not getting to a place on my feet where I can get health care again. You know what I'm saying? And then with all this stuff going on, I'm like, well, damn, can I? If the shit about to go back up, I might be right back where I started.
Marry you crazy. Marry you one of the military girls.
Man, look, I might have to. I might have to because it's getting crazy out here. But it just goes back to me saying they're having a pissing contest and America has become the bucket. You know what I'm saying? Like we're just getting, and they're getting their health care is fine. They're not missing any checks.
Oh no,
they don't have to worry about none of that. They still taking off, going home on the weekends and doing what they want to do, enjoying their life. And it's the American people who are suffering.
Flying on their little private jets and company jets across. Yeah, they having a time of their little life. Okay.
Exactly.
So and this is the world. And this is what I say. I feel like at this point, since we're experiencing this, I feel like the churches, which brings our next topic, the churches need to step in and help the community. That is the whole purpose of why they're there in our community.
But you know that's not going to happen. And you know that's not going to happen. Man. Like you said, that just kind of brings us to the next thing with the pastor and the woman, or being mad at the woman for a donation not being enough, or what he wanted, what he thought it was supposed to be. So I'm going to let you speak on that. Pay with Pastor Winans, of course, one of the members of the Winans family, the famous Winans family, that did that. What do you think about that, Ivy?
I didn't like it, and let me tell you, as someone who grew up in church, who has church hurt. Okay, essentially, he basically said this was like a day of giving, and you had an order that you had to abide by. If you was given $1,000 plus this much, go in this line. To me, I think that's dumb. That's dumb because why are we putting people who give flaunting it? You know, and some people can only give $10, but you only want to recognize those and give praise to those who are giving 1,000 plus.
Yeah.
Anywho, that's what it was. She basically was like, "This is my $1,000 plus 200 and something." And apparently, she was in the line that should have been 1,000 plus, at least 1,000 plus for that line. And he was like, "That's not what I told you." Scold her in front of everybody. And of course, her name is Sister McCoy, and she feels as if that he wasn't scold her. She just got into the wrong line, and he's a good pastor, and he felt like the world has misinterpreted it. That's not what it was. But apparently, the building that he was raising money for had been under construction for damn near 20 years. So I don't know. I looked up the church to see exactly what they have, and it's the perfecting church. And I'm not seeing anything good about this. I didn't say good, but nothing spectacular for you to be collecting thousands and thousands of dollars every year from your people, and the church is not built. I could go on and on and on.
No, you're exactly right. No, you're exactly right. I agree with everything you said. Of course, like you said, she was in the wrong line. She was supposed to be in XYZ line instead of the third. But lines for who pays the most and who donates what, that right there by itself is a reason why most people are turned off with the church. Like, don't shame me because all I got to give is $3 this week. You know what I'm saying? Don't shame me because of that. I shouldn't have to be rewarded and put in a certain line and be paraded around the church because I was able to give $2,000 this week.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's not. This is why people are sick of the church and sick of what's going on at the church. One thing about the building funds, they'll last 20-something, 30 years of their building fund. Meanwhile, pastors have switched out cars every year.
Okay.
Exactly. So everybody on that board getting paid real good. How about y'all give up some of y'all salaries to go towards this right here? And how about not only y'all do that, since y'all want to parade the people who pay the most, how about every week we show what you got paid from the church and how much that you donated to the church? So let's parade that. Put all the cards on the table. No, they don't want to do that at all. They definitely don't want to do that. Put all the cards on the table now.
And I'm very spiritual. Like I grew up in church. And you see a lot. I feel like I was a really conscious child, but one thing that I've seen when it comes to Black women in the church is their obsession with the pastor. So of course, I didn't expect for her to not see any wrongdoing in that, because where's your husband at, for starters? Because why he ain't up there? She probably ain't got a husband, but that's neither here nor there. I'm just saying. You're gonna be up there with your sniffing other donating, but I feel like that has always been an issue, and I feel like it's predatory because pastors know these women. When a man is empowered, women do tend to flock to them. Let me just put it like that. You see this. Oh, you gonna buzz that? You ain't gonna buzz that, huh? But I think that I know, because like you see this. I used to think these helpers were crazy for Pastor Colin, Pastor this, Pastor that. And they would give their last dime to the pastor. Like the pastor must be breaking you in or something. I don't know, but I do think it's predatory, and you see a bunch of women donating and, giving all their money, tithing all their money to the church. And what has the church done for them when you are in a hospital, when you need food? We basically in a recession right now. How many of these Black churches are going to be able to host food pantries and give food for the community, these kids, the neighborhood kids? Because we know churches are in the hood.
I don't know if you want Vespa oil, canola, peanut oil, extra virgin olive oil, because you and this thing cooking right now. I'm just you exactly right. You exactly
it
right.
is.
Everything
It
you said
is.
was, and it makes me also think because you said, "Why are you up there, Donate? Why are you not up there with your significant other?" I wonder how many women versus men were in that line,
Mm,
in them lines.
mm,
Hmm. Hmm.
that's a good
They
one. That's
just,
a good one.
yeah, I
That's
just really
they
wanted
don't want
that
to
one.
talk about that. They don't want to talk about
They
that.
don't. They don't.
It's a sad obsession that black women have with their pastors, and the pastors be married. And
Oh yeah.
honestly, first ladies be the strongest women I know, because I would never. You be I be dragging hoes from the door to the altar. I'm
To the
dragging her ass.
pulpit.
Okay, shoot, to the pool, all of it, a little baptism pool. You guys get dragged all around church. I don't know. I feel like church can be a little toxic. I've seen a fight at church a few times. I'm talking about fist
Yeah,
fight.
I've known pastors were that have had children with children in the church.
Mm-hmm.
I know pastors who had to get up there and preach sermons, and in the sermon, you're telling your congregation, don't believe what's in them papers instead of the third. The whole church really know what they read was really true because they all know that
Right.
young lady, and you know that girl is 14, 15 years old, and here you are in your 60s, and she pregnant, and she's already told everybody you the daddy.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's true. So these are the things that go on in our churches. Just having friends and different acquaintances of people of different races that it goes on. Yeah. A lot of these
Yeah.
white churches, a lot of these super conservative Christian churches, it goes on in there as well.
Exactly.
You know, so
It's I don't
it's
know.
something
I
that's a
think
problem everywhere.
that certain. I feel like not all churches are bad. We don't want to ever make it seem like just churches are bad, because I've been to some good churches. I've been to some not good churches. I think that it's the people that's within the church, and of course, everyone's favorite thing to say is the church is where a person heals. Then I'm healed. And we all know if you put a good apples in a bad apple joint, all the apples get. I'm not going. I'm a good apple right now, and I don't want to go with the bad apples.
There you go.
So so because I always say, well, I don't go to church. I listen to a little sermon, a little podcast. I play my little gospel music, but that's what I do. And I pray and I meditate. I just feel like church is so tainted, and like I said, I hope that some of these churches, local churches, decide to hold, like, they should have a surplus. Like, they really should have a surplus in food, and a lot of these churches got old money anyway. So
Yeah. Yeah, you're 100% right on that. They should definitely have a surplus. They should be able to help people with their expenses, especially people who they know are directly affected by this stuff that's going on, by this shutdown. These aren't lazy people. These are people who are actually still go to work,
mhm.
knowing they're not going to get a paycheck. And if they don't come to work, they're going to be fired.
Woo.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I was going to ask you, I know aren't you still in the military or something of that nature?
Yeah, we
Does it
couldn't work.
affect you?
We couldn't go to drill last month. I would not complain.
I feel you on that. I
I
feel
didn't complain. So they didn't say nothing about November. I don't know. November is looking real. We don't know just yet, but I think a lot of people got to understand that these young soldiers, I'm in the National Guard. These young soldiers do depend on their drill check. So when you got these young babies who need that money, and you have to cancel drill because they absolutely cannot pay anybody. They have
yeah,
a little bit of money left, but they have to pay certain people. Like, they have to pay their um the people, the soldiers who are coming back from deployment, those who are deploying, and
yeah,
they have to pay certain things, pay out
yeah,
things like that, but they can't pay those who have to drill. So when you have a soldier saying, I don't have enough money for, my light bill, my phone bill, diapers, I know how that feels. So, you have to help them, and I think it
yeah,
sucks. It sucks,
yeah.
it sucks. So,
It's very horrible. It's very horrible. God
it
bless them
is.
people praying for everybody. Everybody just got to strap in, I guess, right now. I hate to even say shit like that because, we shouldn't have to strap in. The Congress should have to be the ones that are strapping in. It's Congress that should be the ones that should have to go with that. Just cut some of their checks and see how long they go with them checks being cut. I guarantee you they'll figure it out.
Real
But
quick.
of course, exactly. Of course, it's the American people who gonna got there and take the. We're gonna have to take it on the chin while everybody continues to do just fine. You know, the people in power are doing just fine. So again, I think it's a big letdown on both parties to the American people. They've let us down. They've definitely failed us. I don't know how anybody can look at that any different. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we can go ahead and move along. Now, last week we talked about Gucci Mane and his wife, Keisha Kayor, doing an interview. And it started getting a lot of good reception about mental health because he wrote a book and he had an album coming out this, that, and the third. But then the more and more you go through in social media, which is the worst place to look at, but the more you go through, the more you start to see a lot of people speaking down on her. Oh, he's not letting her, she's not allowing him to talk. And, you know, I've even read some posts where people say, you know, she's a Caribbean woman, so she has voodoo on him. So that's the reason why he's acting the way. And, you know, going back to the old thing, that ain't Gucci, it's a clone. And, you know, it's sad in our community. It's so sad. And it's like, how do you expect anybody to take us seriously with you guys saying some of the most ridiculous things ever? That man has a wife who loves him, who's doing her job as a wife and making sure her household, which is straight, and making sure the leader of the household is straight, taking care of him, making sure he's okay. That's not called the root. It's called love. That a lot of us we just don't realize that. I just don't get it. It's crazy to me.
Right.
It's crazy.
Now, you know, we from Louisiana, so some of us know a little about some roots and love spells and stuff like that. So of course that's one of the things that people have said is that, oh, she put a root on him, you know, with some people call it a spell, but it's a root. We know what a root looks like. And maybe do we know she did it? I don't know. But he's real tamed with her. And I give her, and kudos to her, because if she had to do that to tame his tail, then so be it. I know we talked about him being cloned.
Exactly.
And apparently this guy named Hobson said that he was paid or he was approached about putting on like being Gucci Mane's clone. And so, you ever heard of the Hobson guy?
Yeah, I know Hobson. Hobson is a troll before the troll. Before the name troll was trolls, he was a troll. He was like a, you know, not good rapper. He was just a weirdo. He was just a weirdo. And here's the thing about it, and I think it's messed up because once people clean themselves up, it's automatically a problem when it comes to the black community. They're going to find some issue with somebody getting themselves corrected. Okay, so let's just say she did put a root on him. Do we want the old fat Gucci who was all drugged out, talking crazy, fighting with people in the mall, just doing stupid stuff? Oh, do we want the Gucci now who's a family man, who's let all that stuff go, who's not on that type of timing anymore? Because I'm going to tell you one thing. Now we're speaking about versus battles. We saw the versus battle between him and Jeezy. And we saw Gucci about to turn into old Gucci, and he was able to calm himself down. So I don't know if that's a clone. Exactly. I don't know if that's a clone or what, but that clone, Gucci must have morphed back into himself then, because he was about to really go off. And he calmed himself. He was pacing, smoking a black and mild. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Bro, that ain't no clone. That's just a man trying to get his life together.
She just helped him heal. This is the healed Gucci. And I like Gucci. He's the heel Gucci. Like, and people love saying what they want to say, but baby, until you see somebody in a manic episode and you can't do shit about it,
exactly.
You don't know.
Exactly.
Especially no man. Look, people who are crazy. I ain't gonna say crazy because I think that's insensitive. Because people who have mental illnesses tend to have more strength than somebody on drugs.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And we're already talking about a man right here, and this is no offense to anybody, but a manic man is even more dangerous than a manic woman, because he's going to use his strength and his abilities and stuff like that. It can really, really, really harm somebody. This is the problem we don't want to talk about in the black community. A lot of these young mothers got manic kids. You see their kids going crazy at a young age, and they can't even control them. They have manic kids. They don't want to take the kids to the doctor. They'll take the kids to the people so they can get a check for him if he got autism or something like that. But him being manic and stuff like that, they don't want to go let these kids go get checked. They don't. They know their child is not doing things that a normal child should do. They're not reacting in the correct ways. They see that. Go get them kids looked and get them kids checked out. You don't have to wait to Gucci in his 40s now just discovering this shit.
Mm-hmm. But I think he always knew he had a health issue. It's just that he had a good woman to say, okay, I see your mental health. I'm going to help you through it. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to deal with somebody with mental health. And everybody love seeing what they Keisha, she a no limit soldier, god damn it.
She is.
She's something. She is something.
That's a real woman right there. Any man would be lucky to have a woman like that.
Yep.
Not just because of the business acumen that she has. So hey, she don't really need your money. Money still, even if I fall off, money still coming in. She still gonna look after me. She gonna go get it. She's a hustler. But just the fact that somebody that's going to love him, but nothing, like you said, you're right. He probably knew he had something, but it took this special person in his life for him to want to change. Mm-hmm. And for him to try to figure out what he needs to do to change his life around and stuff like that. They got kids. One thing that he did mention was, I haven't had an episode since I had my kids. My kids, my wife, and my family, they keep me grounded. They keep me in one.
Baby, she put that root on him. That's what
hey, maybe so. It's a lot of niggas these roots out
girl. Here. Good job.
I wish somebody put that root on Kanye West. Shit. What kind? Keisha, you ain't got no sister? Shit, go get Kanye.
He messing with you. He messing with them kind. Hell.
yeah. He over there on the other side.
Yeah, he come back to this side. Look, hey. I'll find somebody to put a good root on that ass.
Yeah, he ain't been on this side in a while,
That's all that is. So yeah, if that's what she had to do, that's what she had to do because he been acting right ever since. And it takes a lot of strength to keep your mental health at bay too. So good job. We ain't gonna just put it all say good job, Keisha. Good job, Gucci, for using your coping skills. And I think you said another thing like these mothers and their children. And I think it was something in Shreveport that I had just read. It was like that 15-year-old boy set a fire.
Yeah, killed them 2 little girls.
Yes. Yeah. And apparently he had been having behavioral issues. And it is like this, this is sad. It's sad. It's sad. I think, and I don't know. We don't know the mom's story. So we're not going to say, she was, or whoever was wrong because children who have behavioral and mental health issues is another thing. But, it's another thing. Like, we don't know the story, but this happens a lot that these kids go rogue. You take a video game and they ready to off the whole household.
Yeah.
Over a video game?
Over a video game. Go crazy. Going crazy. A lot of these people just don't understand. They don't know what to do. And they need to, go get help for that baby. Go get help for that baby. First off, you done laid down with a Negro who you knew was crazy anyway. Some of that stuff is passed down. You done laid down. That boy crazy. You don't want him to be no parts of your life because you're scared of him. You don't want him to come nowhere around you. You don't even realize you're raising his clone.
But you don't even realize it. Women like that shit. Some of them think that shit cute until you birth that shit. That's all that is. They think it's cute. He crazy about me. Oh, I like a man that choked me out. Excuse me.
Exactly.
They like it. They like it until they have it. And then all of a sudden it's he crazy. Well, you knew that. You knew that. You was just turned on by it.
Exactly. Now you want the world to come try to protect you and save you. When we do that, you're going to end up going back to him. No, you're on your own, baby.
Right.
You figure that out.
Putting the whole family in your business.
Exactly. Got your brothers about to go do life behind this damn fool. No, you finna go back to him. Man,
he about to be back to him. Get out
we right there digging you back out the next week or two. Hell no.
I made you some pork chops.
Exactly. Yeah.
I made my man
Uh,
pork chop.
that old funk ass chicken Alfredo. Nobody want that old bullshit ass Alfredo, man. Take that Classico back, bro. Go on, take that shit back. We don't want that. Tired of that.
Yeah. Now,
So
now
yeah,
I can't say this. Speaking of Alfredo, this is gonna be the perfect time during this. We limited on the stamps around this joint. I don't get stamps anyway, but groceries about to go up, so we need to get back to the basics of how our parents, our great grandparents and grandparents survive, and that's beans, rice, and whatever else, some rubbish. What's that?
yeah. Shit,
Rubbish.
you better make a pot of meat. And that pot of meat gonna have to
Rubbish.
last 3-4 days.
Some
Spaghetti.
rubbish.
Put them skitties. Make them skitties. Them skitties last forever. I can't tell you how
Yeah.
many Tupperware bowls I got still red stains from them spaghetti. That I still use. I still use them. Yeah, well, shit. You can make a pot of spaghetti and last. Put that in the freezer. That thing will last forever. For real, for real.
Yep.
There's gonna be a lot of people going back to that. You're right. You're
Yep.
right.
Home
Like I
cooked,
said
some
before.
home cooked meals. It might help a lot of people's mental health too because it's not a lot of processed meals. Get back to the basics. Big pots of beans, chili. What else? What else can you make? Sure. We ask some Mexican, baby, because they make some shit stretch too.
Shit, he can make a little pot of meat, make 4,500 tacos off this shit. Everybody done ate good for the
Sure.
night. Going
They
to bed
know
feeling
they can
good.
stretch.
And you know what? That's crazy. That's crazy how you brought that up because grocery prices still going up. And the commander in chief that we have said he ran on one thing, which was groceries. So not only did you not bring the grocery prices down, but you took away the ability for a lot of Americans to even get the food with the grocery prices being high by taking away their EBT. So
Yep.
you kicked them twice. A lot of people
Yep.
not even considering that. This person who he said I run because I ran on one word, groceries. Those literally the words that came out of his mouth when he did his acceptance
Groceries.
speech. Groceries. And the groceries are just as high as they were when you took office, my boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just if not higher.
If
Shoot.
not higher. Exactly. And so, you're getting kicked twice, getting kicked 3 or 4 times. I still don't understand how black folk really with a straight face sit up here and say, oh, yeah, 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 I voted for it. I don't get it. I don't get it. But you know what? I say that the same way. Just like, I was having a conversation with D earlier, and we were really just talking about how it's a lot of black women who are mad at Keisha K and talking about all this voodoo stuff, this, that, and the third, just because they don't understand what real love is and how you have to sacrifice for
Hmm.
your mate and stuff like that. It's a lot of black women who did not want to vote for Kamala. So it's a lot of women who have a problem with other women in power. When other women are taking control, a lot of women do not like that. They do not want to see that. It's not just men. We know men do, but it's not just men. It's a lot of women as well who do not like that. And I can just speak for the women that I know in my circle. A lot of black women, we don't want to say it, but a lot of black women do not really care too much for other black women in power. They rather
I
answer
can
to a man
agree.
than answer to a black woman.
I can agree. I can say this. I've had supervisors who were black women, and I've had good and bad. I've had some that I bitch don't you ain't got to worry about me. I ain't coming back. Like I did it just like that. Like they was absolutely difficult. They just seemed like they just was angry all the time. And I honestly, since we're going there, I've seen that a lot. Like in like CPS, a lot of angry, bitter black women. I'll probably get flack for this, but they just be angry. It's just like upset and just I remember I came in smiling one day and it was like that smile ain't gonna last for long. Bitch, I'm still smiling. Okay, I'm
Mhm.
still
Mhm.
smiling. So I think that we are overworked and underpaid, but I
Yeah.
think a lot of us black women our mental health is we don't take it serious. And that's the issue. We don't take it serious. You got them kids, the kids stressing you out, that nigga stressing you out,
Yeah.
work stressing you out, and I hate that. Like I can't say that I've had good and bad women. So when I do see I have like a black supervisor, I do clench my pearls. Like, Lord, please don't let this bitch do the most.
Yeah.
Because it is, I'm just being honest. Like I'm honest, and all black women think like this. I'm not even gonna say not all of them. All of us
Yeah.
think the same freaking way. Like
Yeah.
I hope this hoe don't do too much.
Yeah, any black woman that I know, all pretty much said the same thing. It started with the woman who raised me. They prefer not to work for a black woman in leadership positions.
Yeah.
They prefer not to because
If
it's
she's a
just
good one. If she's a good
yeah.
one.
And sometimes sometimes they are good ones, but people just run into because I've run into bad on both sides. I work in a male dominated industry now, and I always say, bro, this shit would run a whole lot smoother if we had women in this industry because some of
Well,
this stuff
yeah.
is just should be common sense.
Right.
You hitting everything with brute force, but sometimes it don't take that. Sometimes instead of busting the window to get in the house, might I just try to turn the door knob because that door is unlocked. You don't got to go through all that, my boy. It's very easy. You know what I'm saying? But that goes to show when you have too many men in power, and they start having pissing contests, just like what's in Congress right now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody suffers because of it. So like I
Everybody.
said, I've had it on both ends. I've dealt with bad female black woman supervisors, and dealt with even worse men, white men and black men in the supervisory role. To be honest
Really?
with you, oh yeah, oh
Every
yeah,
white man that I've had, they absolutely adored
especially
me.
white men. Well, they
Really?
adore
They
you because
adored me.
they adore you because white men love pretty black girls. So they
Okay.
adore you, but behind closed door, you're still a nigga bitch. You know that,
Oh
right?
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, that's how they always. I mean, from the beginning of time, white men love our women. Look at if you look at my skin color right now, clearly somebody white loves somebody black in my family. Clearly, you know what I'm saying? So that's how it always is. But they still feel the same way. They just look at out of our black women as simpletons, and it's just a little pretty black girl. She ain't gonna do nothing. She ain't making no noise anyway. She can't hurt me. She can't harm me. Now, when it comes to how white men look at black men, it's a whole different situation. Oh, he
Right.
can harm me. He can. He might be. My wife might be attracted to him because of what he might have downstairs. You know what I'm saying? It's just a whole lot that goes into that. But they've always tried to, and it's still always also say a lot of the community has always tried to turn our women against us as well, making it seem like, hey, we're the nice people. The old white guys are the nice guys. But you got to
Since the
remember,
beginning of
old white
time.
women, most white women, their biggest threat are their white men.
Mhm.
The biggest threat to everybody usually is an older white man. The whole feminist movement started because of white women wanted to actually get some kind of rights from their
Uh-huh.
own white men who were taking it from them. Black folk ain't never had no rights, so we was used to it. But then black women said we at least deserve to have a bank account. I at least deserve to be able to go buy my own home, and it wasn't to the 70s that was able to happen.
Yep. 50 years
And that
ago.
was that was white women fighting against their own white men. Which it goes back to me. We get a little off topic, but when you say, "Hey, this is a color only water fountain," it always goes back to makes me think it's nuts when I hear white women saying, I mean, black women saying, well, "It's okay to go to the other side, go try the other way instead of the third." It's just always just like,
Mm-mm.
you wanted the master oppressor. Is that what you really trying to get your box to? Is that what you really trying to get that good womb to? The womb. Is that what you really trying to do? Ugh. But so I kind of feel where you're coming from when you say it's a blacks only fountain. Yeah, exactly where you're coming from on that. Now we got to
What?
move on.
Okay.
It's a bunch of stuff going on in the NBA. They talking about this might bring the NBA down. All the different arrests from the FBI. You got the guy who's at the top of I forgot what his position was, but the dude hired by Trump, federal official who's coming down on all of these people. NBA players getting arrested, going to jail, coaches.
Hmm.
It's a big old clusterfuck. What you think about that? Have you been seeing some of that?
I have, and I'm not a big sports watcher, but I love a good scandal. And I had to see this because basically they're saying like, you have something called the NBA got their own new scandal, but it's something like a real deal mafia in sports. Like these are
Mm-hmm.
like real. Like I went down the rabbit hole. Like these are people who real deal. They bet hundreds of $1,000 in I think I seen one time like people were like, an example, because I know some people don't understand the example how how I explained it to other women. Say for instance, let's say LeBron is playing. I know everybody is a controversial person, but he's playing, and somebody say on their bet like, "Oh, LeBron's gonna get hurt," and they tell LeBron fake an injury or something, so everybody can basically re up. And I was just shocked. Like I was just so shocked at this. I feel like I need some insider trade. They would never guess me.
For real.
Put me in. Put me in. So how do you think this affects the NBA? Honestly, how would you think this is going to affect it?
I personally think this affects the NBA in a few different ways. Number one, it takes a lot of people already had a whole lot of lack of trust because they'll say NBA, NFL, all of that. Hey, it's our entertainment. All this shit scripted anyway. This shit is all WWE these days. But when you have situations like these, you have coaches. I'm not coaches, but NBA refs who have gone to jail for not being truthful in their calls and aligning themselves with making money off of their certain calls and stuff like that. When you have all this stuff like that going on, it just further just waters down sports. For a sports person like myself, I'm sitting here watching the Commander and Kansas City Chief game right now. For a person like me, it just waters it down because you don't want to think this is scripted. You want to think, hey, this is real. I don't like wrestling or professional wrestling. Because I found out as a kid it was fake. It's no longer fun for me because I know it's fake. It's scripted. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to watch sports if I know this is going to be scripted. It's not cool to me, and I think it's crazy. It's two sides to it because you have the sides who was doing the gambling, which were the poker tables and stuff like that. And a lot of your NBA players gambling and stuff like that, and they'll get into debt. They might have to do things to pay off that debt because the poker table that they were at, the shit was already shaky anyway. They was faking anyway. They was cheating. And then you also have the people who have family members who are making certain bets online to a lot of these gambling sites and stuff like that. And you look at a family member and say, hey, I can give them 200,000 or I can give them 2,000. They put that 2,000 up of so and so and so. I'll make sure I don't hit this stat. And
right. So they can get a little re-up.
They get their money. And so I ain't got to worry about pulling money out of my pocket. That's all I got to do. Had I played 82 games, what is it for me to miss a couple of rebounds? Or, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I can't. Maybe I should hit 20 tonight. Maybe I should just hit 15. That ain't nothing. I can do that. We play 82 games a year. If that's going to help my cousin without that nigga being in my pocket and shit like that, then I'm going to do it. That's how they looking at it. You know what I'm saying? But
I would look like it too. I'm going to be honest. It's a good, hey, are they right or are they wrong?
They're wrong.
Okay.
They're wrong.
Okay.
They're wrong. Because instead of telling your cousin no, you'd rather put your career at jeopardy. Your career that's helping everybody else in your family. The average salary for an NBA player is like around $10 million. That's guaranteed money. Who the hell else you know making $10 million guaranteed in your family, boy? You got enough money. If you play this right, you can make generational wealth. Make the right decisions with your money.
You can put your people on.
Put your everybody on, not just this one knucklehead who said he gonna open up a damn barbecue restaurant, and all he need is $100,000 so he can open up his barbecue restaurant, and we finna make money, knowing good and damn well this nigga his barbecue ain't even good at the family reunion. How you gonna go out there and make?
But are people obligated to assist you with your dreams?
No.
So I understand. I understand all avenues. If I was a millionaire, I'm a multi-millionaire. I'm helping the people that I absolutely love out. I got cousins. You can kiss my ass, but there are some who absolutely your dreams will come true. Okay, but I think that I don't know, like ethically and morally, it's wrong. I understand why they did it because it's an opportunity for your family to stay out your pockets or your friends to get out your pockets. But I also think ethically it's wrong. Like, other people bet on this and people are betting on this just by pure luck, knowing they never had a chance. Like they never had a chance. You over there piddling playing And who was it? The Terry was it Terry
Terry
Rozier?
Rozier.
Rozier, he
Yeah.
fine too. And I ain't worth a damn. And Damon John, look, you know,
That nigga
what
dumb.
is his brother?
That nigga dumb too, though, boy. That's a big dummy right there. 26
Yeah,
million a year what he was making. Guess how much you gonna be making in jail? $1.85 a day.
I wonder if they're gonna have to pay that back. Well, technically, they didn't. It's I don't know because they helped
He
other
can be
people
sued
out.
from his team. He can be sued. He can be sued from his team. He would have to pay restitution, and that restitution probably won't go back to anybody. It'll just go to the government. But
That's what
just a
I'm
fine that
saying.
he'll have to pay.
I
Yeah.
don't think the government should take it as a loss, goddamn it, because it is a gambling activity.
But you illegally gambled.
You did. But that
So
doesn't
you
mean
did something
the
illegal.
government don't need the money either. Okay.
They don't. They definitely don't need the money, but you know that's what they put them. You have to pay extra money. Their restitution don't go to nobody but the federal government.
To the federal government for our investigation task.
Exactly. All of that. So they're gonna have to pay the government back, and they're gonna try to pay the American people back because it's y'all tax dollars. You ain't niggas ain't getting a dime off that. Shut up. Y'all getting that money back. You know, y'all getting all that money for nothing for doing your job. You're already getting paid to do your job. Y'all already know extra money for doing your job. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, it's crazy. Chauncey Billups, you know,
Yeah.
it just you hate to just jump down these people's throat because they're innocent until proven guilty. So we don't know, what their involvement was. We don't know if somebody's just running their mouth and threw their name in there or something like that because he's a big name. They came and got him. We don't really know any of that. But it's going to cost that man his job, and it's going to put a smear on that man back, regardless of the fact.
He should.
Yeah.
I hope he invested his money wise.
Oh yeah. Well, he made over $100 million when he was in the NBA, and he's a coach now. So I'm sure he's doing okay. But I'm sure he still wants to have a job.
Yeah.
The Terry Rozier.
Yeah.
I think he's made $160 million so far.
Okay.
In the league. I think he's been in the league like 12,
and I think they
11, 12
said
years.
Estimated lost $7 million. So possibly having to pay $7 million back. Okay. Out of 100, ain't too bad.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll pay that back. He'll be very quickly to pay that back, or at least try to work out somewhere he can make sure they get back to him. But it's just still stupid. This is not the first time. Last year they caught a few people with the gambling and stuff like that. But you have to know that was going to come with it. And I know when they do catch people, they have to make it a big scene because they're not going to get rid of gambling.
No.
So they have to, show people that they're going to be hard on this. They have to make examples out of people because it's making too much money.
They're gonna be back to illegally gambling again. Because let me tell you something. The people love a good scandal and illegal. People love illegal activities. Yeah. Maybe it's the thrill of it. I don't know. A little serotonin. Yeah. So it ain't going nowhere. For people who back to the church, who feel like they have to be uberly saved and everything. No, it being doing hood rat shit, it excites some people. It does. You're
right. You're exactly right. You are 100% right. So, some of those people, it's not about the money with them. It's just about a win. Just about defeating somebody else. The rush of it, defeating the other person. And so, yeah, that's some of it as well, which is stupid as hell to me.
That's why men cheat. This sums it up. They're cheating. This is why men cheat. Yep. Sums it up. We got our answer, ladies. They enjoy it. It ain't about you. Just said it ain't about the money. It's the rush. It ain't about the woman. It's about the rush. It ain't really about the cat. They'll do any type of hoe. It's about.
I mean, some points are made. Some points are being made. Some points. It's not necessarily always about the woman, but that's because, women cheat. They be looking for their next partner. But men cheat. We just like, this is something else to do. See? You know what I'm saying? Which we shouldn't do.
They found them something to do, and it cost them $7 million.
Yeah, it's gonna cost them more than that because it's gonna cost my whole NBA contract.
Yeah, it is.
Probably never
Yep.
play in the NBA again.
Men just love the rush of things until it's too late. I tell you.
Well,
If that was
we
my
all do.
husband, I'd be beat him down to smithereens. Cause Negro, what the
Yeah,
heck?
yeah. You done cut off the bag
Right now, I'm
over
gonna
some
cheat on you.
bullshit. Yes, yeah. When the money dries up, the women are definitely going to cheat. But that's why.
That's not
But that's why.
necessarily.
But that's why niggas cheat. That's why niggas cheat. And we all know. Nigga, she probably doing the same thing. As soon as I piss off, she
Nuh-uh.
call. That's why niggas cheat. We just don't make a scene of it. Y'all be making a scene. We can be trying to be low key with it.
Whatever. We don't cheat because
You
of
have to
men.
wait.
We cheat because a man is not treating us right. It has nothing to do with money. Because we'll love a nigga. We love broke niggas. I haven't. I don't like. I've never been in love with a broke nigga. Being a teenager don't count though. But I'm just saying. But
Nah, teenager don't care. Everybody broke
no,
when they
I don't
teenager.
care. Yeah, everybody broke. Never again.
Yeah.
But no, I
Yeah.
just think that I hate this. I hate
Women
this
cheat
for
because they
those.
like niggas and
That's
they like
not
the
the
attention.
case. It's not the case. It's not. It's not the
We all
case.
cheat because we are over sexualized society.
We are. We are. And that's the problem.
But who don't love sex?
But I cheat back. There's a difference.
There ain't no difference. We done
It
been
is
through
a
this
difference.
before, Ivy. Ain't no difference. Cheating is cheating. He could give you
Mm.
1,000 reasons on why he cheated. That ain't gonna mean nothing. You can give 1,000 reasons why you cheated. It don't mean nothing. It still boils back down to cheating.
Well, technically, if I'm telling you I'm going to go cheat, is it technically cheating?
Why not just break up with the person?
No. I need you to
If you
feel this.
No, because if you tell me you're gonna go cheat, I'm be like, okay, guess what? You ain't even got to. We not together no more. It's over with right now.
And that's
It's
why I
done.
tell them afterwards.
See, exactly. See,
It is
exactly.
Scorpio season. I am
But
a
that
Scorpio.
does make the breaking up with you a lot easier, though. That will make the breaking up with you a lot easier. Cause be like, man, this
Yeah.
nigga, she done went and you, cause you know she done went got extra nasty with this
I
nigga.
remember I
You
told
know.
this. I remember I told this dude. I said, I said I'm gonna go find somebody else. And he was just. And he admitted. He said, okay. He broke up with me. I said, damn. I should cheat first.
Yeah,
Mm,
nobody
mm,
want to sit
mm.
around and wait to get cheated on.
Well, damn.
Shit, if you loved her that much, you should have cheated on her in the first place. If you was just gonna stay if she did the same thing. Then you really love her if you love her that much, you should have did it in the first place.
I should have
Shit.
cheated. Keisha was
Shit.
right. You should have
Take
cheated.
lie bullshit and take lie to everybody. Talking about maybe I deserve. No, I do not.
Yeah. I miss that type of music where men were professing their love. They were singing to the cat. They were basically on their knees singing to her. Yes.
It's still some good
No, it's not.
songs out here. You just gotta catch
R&B?
them and
No.
yeah, good R&B.
Not too many. It's all about not R&B. You tell me who, report back in who so I can listen to them, but I just haven't found, I'm talking about tanks or you know,
Hey, it's a few different ones, a few new ones. Number one, I think Leon Thomas is doing amazing as
okay.
far as R&B. He just released another album. He jamming. And then you got this other kid. Look him up, y'all. He jamming. Isaiah Falls. Isaiah Falls
Okay.
is jamming. You still have a few other people too that's still actually really doing good R&B. That's actually still singing to the coochie.
Yep,
You know what I'm
that me
saying?
my man down on his knees singing. That's right.
Yeah, make you
Ain't
just
nothing
want to
wrong.
take fuck it, just take it out. Just
Yeah,
take it out.
you she left my baby girl. I miss it. I miss it.
But yeah, you got a few of them out here. You ain't got no Luther Vandross or nothing out here. You know what I'm saying? No
No,
more. But
it's sad
you got a
for
few
me.
folk trying to make some noise out here as far as in the R&B world. And so, you know what I'm saying? Kudos to them or whatever. But hey, Leon Thomas, Isaiah Falls. I can't think of my boy name. I can't. The other guy. The guy always got his shirt out, dark skin, singing his ass off.
Oh.
It's not coming to mind. It's not coming to mind right now. But anyway, another one souped up. There's a lot of them that's trying to do their thing. But yeah, it's different now. We approach things differently. We have to approach the women differently because the women are approaching us differently. You know, a lot of these women that we see, they don't want the nice singing to, you know, your type of brothers. They want the YEs.
Mm-hmm.
And so they want the YE, you know, so what is the guy to do?
They want what's that boy name? She gonna call me baby booter. What's his
NBA young boy, baby
yeah,
booter. I
him.
don't think it's baby
Yeah.
booter, but yeah.
It's baby booter.
Baby
He says
booter.
baby booter. So
I
you know
thought he
what a
said
baby
baby
booter
boo.
is? No, he
I
say
thought he
baby
said
booter.
baby boo.
Nope, he say
Oh, he do?
booter. If you ever listen,
What?
actually listen to what he said. So a baby booter is a man who a person in the hood who make bets on how many girls they can get pregnant. He has,
Oh,
I think he has a fetish for getting girls pregnant. Let me see. I think he does.
probably so. He up to 12. He ain't even 30 yet.
Yeah, let me see. Baby booter. That yeah, that's what it is. A person in the hood. I'm trying to find. I know it's a. You know, Louisiana be having some crazy terms.
I mean, shit, just, you know, like I say, he got 12, 13 of them. They ain't even 20. I
Yeah.
mean, ain't even 30 yet.
Yep. And apparently he said he want more clearly, and he
Yeah.
married. These hoes crazy.
And these women gonna keep having babies by him.
They stupid. He wouldn't get that thing close to nothing over here. Talking about some you enjoy knocking up bitches. He love that shit.
That's crazy. And he got herpes.
Oh Lord. So he just spreading it? Lord.
They don't care no more, man. These young women don't care. I guess they see as long as he ain't got no outbreak, he ain't sick.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't want it at all.
I
At
mean, for real.
all.
For real. Nobody trying to take that chance. But you see, this is young folk. That's what his name is,
Yeah,
young
they
boy.
don't
That's a
care.
young boy. He
He
young
is a
folk. You
young
get a
boy.
certain age, yeah, you get your mid-30s, 40s. Nah, all the line of thinking you had before, it's all going out the window, bro. Nobody trying to do none of that shit. At least you
I'm glad
shouldn't
my
be.
I'm glad my child isn't into this young boy phase. Thank God.
I'm
Anybody who
glad
is,
my nieces and nephews aren't either.
yeah. I'm the one who like trap music. She don't even like trap music. Thank
Seems
God.
like our trap music was different. Our trap music, we were talking about getting money in our trap music. They talk about killing folk and really doing it.
Well, you know,
We had a
yeah,
little
they
bit of
are
that
doing
too.
it. Yeah, we had that too.
We had a little bit of that too, but they really off the chain. Knowing they got cameras everywhere, knowing the police listen to this stuff just like everybody else is. Come on, bro.
And it's crazy because like I said, there are cameras everywhere. People's cars are recording things. Not just
Yeah.
Teslas, not just Teslas. I seen
No.
something on TikTok where this guy was like, "Oh yeah, my car. I got a 2026 something." He was like, "My car records everything."
Yeah.
And so somebody had like backed into his car and he was able to get the information. So that like
Yep.
everything, you got CCTV cameras, you know, those light poles that be like in the hood with the
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
what they call it, electronic police officers, whatever it is. They
Yeah.
recording too. In the hood, all of it's being you've been recorded. You can't do nothing. I feel like people who commit a crime, they just stupid right now.
Stupid as hell.
You supposed to be a
Stupid
serial
as
killer
hell.
back in the day.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of syrup, man, look, that's crazy. I don't know if y'all checked out that Ed Gein on Netflix.
I did. He was disgusting.
That's crazy.
I
Oh, we
did.
overtime and everything. Oh Lord, yeah. That was crazy. He was wearing the women's skin. Oh Lord.
And screwing their dead bodies.
Yeah.
I know that thing was
Really.
horrible.
Oh man. You know she can't get wet no more.
You probably was. They rotted from the outside. Probably was. They rotted from the outside or inside out. It probably was mushy.
He got formaldehyde on his meat, cuz that nigga
Ugh. And you know,
wildin'.
bodies really wasn't preserved back then. So you know he was getting full mushy inside.
Oh my God, you crazy man! Full bitch insides is crazy.
I thought
Oh
y'all like that
man,
though.
what?
Y'all
Yeah, but not nobody who stiff.
like
Just laying there.
that? We do that
Well,
anyway.
hell no, I ain't never had that before. Ain't nobody. No,
Princess,
it ain't
I don't
gonna
know.
happen.
I don't know. Let me stop.
It conversating like how we conversate.
I know.
Conversate is not a word, but I still use it. Yes, for those who listen, I'll still use it. I know it's not a word. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and sign off, y'all. It's been another episode of the Optomix podcast.
All right. See y'all next week.
Yes, sir. Signing off. Peace.
Mhm. Mhm.